Have you ever found yourself just staring at your phone, mindlessly scrolling through Instagram, checking out the latest tech, and then suddenly you look up and realize 2 hours have just vanished? That feeling, that pit in your stomach when time just slips away and you have nothing to show for it. It's a modern-day ghost that haunts us all. We constantly tell ourselves, "Oh, I'll do it later. I'll start tomorrow." Or, "Hey, what's the rush?" But that one small habit, procrastination, is slowly and quietly killing your biggest dreams. In this noisy world, where notifications are constantly demanding our attention, are you letting your most precious asset just drift away? Our story begins in a massive, sprawling city, where everything and everyone moves at lightning speed. And in this city, there's a guy named Alex. He's a bright, promising college senior, but he suffers from a chronic illness. Severe procrastination. He always had these grand, brilliant ideas: start a business, learn a new language, finally hit the gym butt. Everything was always filed away in his mental cabinet, labeled to be done later. Every single morning, his alarm would scream, and Alex would hit snooze, whispering to himself, just 5 more minutes. But those 5 minutes would stretch into 30, and he'd end up racing to class, always late. His assignments, he'd always wait until the very last minute, pulling frantic all-nighters just to turn in mediocre work. When his friends would ask him to join a club or start a side hustle, he'd always have an excuse. He was too tired, or he just needed to finish this one last show. He'd watch his peers move forward. One landed an internship at a top company. Another launched their own project, while Alex just kept scrolling through social media, dreaming of a bright future without ever taking the first step. Then one day, Alex attended a talk by a legendary tech investor, Evelyn Reed. She was the real deal, an icon who built her entire empire from the ground up. After her speech, Alex worked up the courage to approach her. "Ms. Reed," he said, his voice trembling with anxiety, "I admire you so much. I have so many dreams, but I don't know why I keep procrastinating. I can't start. I feel like a total failure." Evelyn just smiled gently. "My boy," she said, "your problem isn't a lack of dreams. It's a lack of respect for your most valuable asset, your time. Let me tell you a story about an old friend of mine. A while ago," Evelyn began, "I had a friend named Mark. Mark wasn't lazy, but he had a classic 21st century problem. He always thought he could get everything done faster, right at the last minute. He was a gifted graphic designer, but his career was completely stalled. One day, his uncle, a rich crypto investor, called him up and said, 'Mark, I'm releasing a multi-million-dollar NFT collection. This is your big chance. I'll give you exclusive access to a digital wallet containing a starter key. You have exactly 24 hours to use this key and transfer the 3 rarest NFTs into your personal wallet. After 24 hours, the key will auto-expire and the NFTs will go public.'" Mark was ecstatic. This was it, his chance to retire early. His wife urged him, "Go do it now. Don't waste a single second." But Mark just thought, "It's just a starter key. It'll only take 5 minutes." The first delay, he told his wife, "I'm starving. I need a proper lunch, and I have to finish one more episode on Netflix. I can't work effectively when I'm hungry." So he spent nearly 2 hours eating and scrolling social media. The second delay, after lunch, Mark felt his eyes drooping. "I'll just take a 20-minute power nap to recharge. Before I tackle this." He slept soundly for 3 hours. The third delay, his wife finally woke him up. It was already evening. He rushed to his laptop, but was immediately sidetracked by an urgent notification from his gaming group. Just 15 minutes, he rationalized, "I can't miss this raid." Time kept ticking away. Mark finally got the digital wallet open. He was ready to enter the starter key, but it was already 23 hours and 59 minutes since he received the code. He frantically started typing in the characters. Beep. A red message flashed across the screen. "Key expired. Access revoked." Mark was too late. All because of a few fleeting distractions and a handful of small justifications. That one final minute ruined his multi-million-dollar opportunity. Mark lost everything, not because of a technical glitch or some cyber attack, but because he couldn't beat his biggest enemy: procrastination. That's how time punishes those who don't respect it. Evelyn looked at Alex. You see, Alex, time waits for no one. The minutes you waste scrolling or taking a quick break are the moments you lose to build your future. The most precious thing we own isn't money. It's the 24 hours we get every single day. Use it wisely. Alex just stood there, completely silenced. It finally clicked. He thanked Evelyn and promised himself he would change. And from that day on, Alex set his alarm earlier, started his assignments the moment he got them, and actively engaged in his own life. Slowly, he became more confident, more productive, and most importantly, he no longer felt like a failure. Remember, time is the only asset you can never, ever get back. Don't let it slip away. Start today. Thanks for watching, and if this story resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.